All right, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Do we have audio? Are we up and live on this Friday night? Welcome in. Welcome back. Glad you could join us here for an hour to get the kind of news that you just don't get everywhere. We try to find all the bad news. We never have good news. Anyway, here we are, Friday night. We're going to jump right into this. Tons of stuff to cover. If you missed a little live show this earlier today, like it didn't even have audio for the first 4 minutes. But over here, they were calling this storm a water bomb. A water bomb expected nationwide. Before they got into the story, they got this crazy malaria outbreak and other different kinds of typhoids caused by the mosquitoes. You know, the geoengineered mosquitoes, the GMO mosquitoes. Anyway, we'll jump into that part later. I'm going to jump into a bunch of crazy stuff here. Now, I always try to show a few of the companies that are doing the weather engineering. We use these guys all the time. But check out their headline right here. This is the Climate Global Control Trading Company. We managed to change the route of the cyclone and lead its remnants to the Emirates, which led to rain and decrease the temperature by 9 degrees. They're over here steering the typhoons. This is the same place that charges $10 per cubic meter for cloud seeding. That's right. You want to buy 1 cubic meter of fresh water? $0.55 cents per cubic meter. Crazy stuff, man. It's all going on everywhere. The growing industry of cloud seeding. This just come out back in February. Talking about all the cloud seeding. Check it out. They're shooting rockets at the back of this wingtip during a tornado. Pretty crazy picture here. Now, I just reported down in Australia a week or two ago where I found the paperwork where they can cloud seed forever. There's no regulations on it. They're good to go forever. So while that's going on here in the Pacific, we have the Navy looks to advancements in fog of war for missile defense. That's weird. They just come out with this. Oh, wow. This is actually an old article. So this is back in 2014. We show the Pandora fog video clip all the time. Here, I'll play it real quick.
Residents in southern Tasmania are demanding to know why cloud seeding was conducted over the Derwent River catchment the day before the worst floods in 40 years. Cloud seeding is a technique used to increase rain. Hydro Tasmania has confirmed it flew a cloud seeding flight despite the weather warnings.
The Navy Warfare Development Command tested a new anti-ship missile defense system June 21st through 25th. Pandora fog consists of shipboard radar-absorbing carbon fiber clouds tested under a variety of at-sea conditions using assets from the U.S. Army, Navy, and Air Force. These man-made clouds are part of a layered defense and are capable of preventing a missile from detecting and striking its target. Summer is here, and it's the perfect time to take advantage of recreational activities available to you. You can rent camping equipment, boating, and other water sports equipment from your morale, welfare.
Wow. Yeah, I couldn't get the scene to change there, and then I clicked the wrong scene. But anyway, yeah, they're making these carbon fiber clouds all over the place. You know, on top of the mass bunker fuel operations, which we're going to get a lot deeper into this bunker fuel that's being deployed out here in the Pacific. But I just wanted to throw this article in here. All the links will be in the description after the show, because if I put them in there before, they flag the video every time. This come out a couple of years ago. Trump administration to increase atmospheric geoengineering efforts, spray chemtrails for the next 100 years straight. Full-scale geoengineering chemtrailing operations to continue for the next century despite the dangers and health risks. High-level Trump administration officials are planning on conducting a multi-pronged operation to study and test stratospheric geoengineering within the next 18 months before deploying full-scale chemtrailing operations that could continue for the next 100 years. Man, it's been going on so long. But hey, they say it's not going on. But we have all these companies that are controlling the weather all over the place. I don't have none of this crap in order. That's why I'm like, wow, where'd all my stuff go here? We'll get into these ship tracks and lightning control and the chaff and all that stuff here in a little bit. Yeah, okay. Let me get out of this. Yeah, Friday nights is always hard to get ready. So Hurricane Barry didn't wash away the algae. It's still there. The algae bloom is still there. The waters are still toxic in the Gulf of Mexico. They said while Hurricane Barry helped churn up the Gulf of Mexico waters and briefly increase salinity off the coast, the Mississippi Department of Environmental Quality collected water samples along parts of the Mississippi Gulf Coast yesterday. Unfortunately, based off the samples collected thus far, coastal water still contain contents of harmful algae bloom. Now, did all the companies, are they paying for these mistakes for, you know, all the fertilizers and all the crap that causes this algae bloom, the toxic waters? Look at that crap. Look at that color of that water. You know, you used to be able to go to the beach and go swimming. Man, you can't go nowhere. Like, all the bodies of water have been, you know, screwed up by fracking or Monsanto spray or, you know, fertilizers, the oil companies. Everything is dying. Radiation. Reported on all that yesterday. State of emergency declared after Madison power outage caused fires at MG&E substations. We're getting the stuff going on everywhere. Look, it's a power plant, man. It's a cloud generating station. Have you guys ever seen, if you're new here, I don't look like we got a lot of new people in here tonight, but we'll save that clip for another day. So at the highest point, the fires left more than 13,000 people without power in downtown on one of the hottest days of the year. You know, when they do eventually throw the grid down, they're not going to do it when it's hot. They're going to do it when it's freezing freaking cold. Think about the way they've steered the atmospheric river this year, the way they've flooded out the Midwest, the South, the East, actually the West. They flooded California, Washington, Oregon earlier in the year. But imagine if all that happened in the wintertime. Imagine all that moisture as snow. We'd be under, you know, 60, 70 feet of snow. Hey, thanks out there, Trev, in the super chat. Much love out there. Looks like the video settings are really lagging out right here. So I'm just kind of waiting before I do anything here so the video don't get too far off. We should have, our speed should be flying right now. So, yeah, it's just not running real good. We're in the red. Yeah, we got flesh-eating bacteria news. Oh, dang it, I just closed that link and I didn't even get to go over. Hold on, let me fix that. Yeah, check this out over in Denver. CDOT, private company working to figure out why US 36 collapsed. Why is a private company doing it? Don't we pay for the roads? Don't everybody pay for the roads with taxpayer money? Man, that's some crazy stuff. Here, let me make this a little bigger so we can all see it a little better. Oh no, is it going to play a video? I don't want a video. I just want the pictures. Are these pictures or are they videos? Stupid mainstream. Anyway, check out that collapse, man. That's pretty crazy looking right there. Oh, I don't want to have to wait on that crap. What the heck? Man, mainstream sucks. So, the eastbound lanes of U.S. Highway 36. Oh, no. Now we got the stupid sound, man. I really, really despise mainstream news. You know, and then the articles you really want to read, as soon as they pop up, boom, you got to pay $1 a month to get the stupid article, man. It's ridiculous. They want you to pay for them to lie to you. All right, the eastbound lanes of U.S. Highway 36 continued to collapse Tuesday near the intersection of Church Ranch Boulevard. Colorado Department of Transportation and the private company that maintains the highway said they were working to figure out what happened. Why would there be a private company running the roads? You know, I don't even get that. So the hole in the road had expanded to be more than 300 feet long and 60 feet wide and was sinking an inch an hour. Now we're seeing this up in Minnesota too with their roads. Their roads, they got a mega crack going on up there. It's like a giant fault line. And they don't even tell you what they think caused this. Wow. They have no idea. Is the plate shifting? Something's going on. Now where'd that... Alright, let me close that out. Then we had the brick collapse at Owens Mills apartment complex. Could be due to possible lightning strike and high winds. Look at that. That's a whole side of like an apartment complex. I don't think wind did that. If wind did that, that is one crappy building. What they got here? It looks like they're trying to make a UFO. Yeah, that's an inside light. I knew that's what that was. That was the reflection of his dome light. I thought he was trying to pawn it off as a UFO. All right. So yeah, more weird blow-ups. Check this out in Tasmania. Rainbow cloud spotted over Tasmania actually snap a rare cloud iridescence. This is inoculant clouds. The ionospheric heaters create these clouds. I got a video of the Hart director talking about how they create these clouds. This is why we're seeing the rainbow clouds. These are engineered clouds. You know for sure they're messing with the ionosphere when you see these clouds. See these clouds before earthquake? You know it was a weapon. This is right where Miles Research does his work. Oh, I'm sure they'll try to explain away the clouds to some crazy stuff that isn't true. Look at that, man. Electromagnetics on that baby. All right. So that was happening down in Tasmania. We know who's working down there. Yeah, oh yeah, big time shout out there to Richie for putting that video out, helping us get the word out about the psychopath over there. I'm going to finish a video up. I got a follow-up video on that. All right, so here is some magma found simmering under an extinct volcano. Here's what it means. So this is Romania's volcano. The last exploded some 30,000 years ago. Now scientists are attempting to tease apart what might be brewing miles beneath the surface. Kind of like what they're doing here with Yellowstone. They're fracking into the side of Yellowstone. They want to try to frack in there, and then they want to I don't know what they want. They said they could put the magma out with water. They think they could pump water in there and cool the magma down to keep it from exploding. They're nuts, man. They're all freaking nuts. I mean, every day it just is like, what in the world is going on? You know that we are definitely headed towards the end times with everything going on around us, man. Nothing is like it should be. All right, so the still waters of Romania's St. Anne Lake, which rests in an ancient crater. The peak last blew its top some 30,000 years ago, and its lengthy Q science has led many to presume the volcano would not likely erupt again. Don't say that, because when you do, it will erupt. So they're saying this thing harbors between 5 and 14 cubic miles of magma. Maximum volume more than 20,000 Great Pyramids of Giza. Yeah, this article seems a little boring here. Let's get out of that one. Yeah, that's what, common sense, man. That's all we need. We'd be all right. Remember this 2018 first sun dimming experiment? No, it wasn't the first one. It's just the first one they talked about. There's that David Keith, that evil guy that wants to kill thousands and thousands of people a year from the cloud seeding operations that are still going on every day. Global intervention, the way to cool the planet quickly. It's block the sunlight. See, this is nuts, man. We've had so many volcanoes going off, and the chemtrails mimic the volcanoes. So if we have all these volcanoes going off, why are they still spraying the skies? That's because it's not just to block the sun rays. It's the eugenics program. It's all that kind of stuff. LED lights can cause irreversible eye damage, according to the French Health Authority. You think they'll pull these down for that? Hell no, they're going to make you buy more of them. You can hardly even find a regular light bulb anymore. So the French Agency for Food said that a 400-page report regarding the danger of LED lights to our eyes. The report claims that LED lights can lead to a condition called macular degeneration that causes blindness. LED lights outlast regular lighting and is up to 90% more efficient than the incandescent light bulbs. LED lighting is cheaper and has taken over half the lighting market. So you know what they'll do? They won't do a damn thing. They won't change them. In fact, they're going to sell more of them. If they can blind some people, they'll be happy with that. So they acknowledge that it's going to mess with you. So they're going to put it in all the street lights, and, they're going to light pollute the sky so you can't look up at the sky. They're trying to hide the sky with the chemtrails. They're hiding the sky with the LED lights, with the pollution. So wow, man. How to prevent damage to your eyes, skin, and wow, man, that's a pretty crazy article right there. Hey, thanks out there, Wally's. Much love out there. Thanks everybody that helps us out there. And it gets worse. Elon Musk is making implants to link the brain with a smartphone. I mean, we're getting close, guys. If they're coming out with this, who knows what they have already? Elon Musk wants to insert Bluetooth-enabled implants into your brain, claiming the devices could enable telepathy and repair motor function in people with injuries. I mean, they are pushing this transhuman, well, they're pushing that too. The CEO of Tesla and SpaceX said the Neuralink devices will consist of a tiny chip connected to 1,000 wires measuring 1/10 the width of a human hair. You know, I wonder how many people are running around with these things already. You know, these guys are mad men, man. They're mad scientists. They got more money and they know what to do with, so they just start doing some Frankenstein stuff here. If you're going to stick something in a brain, you want it not to be large, Musk said. That's crazy. Hey, thanks out there, Jennifer. Much love out there. Trials could start before the end of 2020, so they're going to start. They've already done it then. If they're going to admit that they're wanting to do brain implants by 2020, that means the trials have already begun. And we see it over in China, man. They implanted the human brains into the monkeys. They did some stuff with some pigs. I mean, there's some Frankenstein stuff going on out there, and it's not for our benefit. Musk said the latest project is an attempt to use artificial intelligence to have a positive effect on humanity. AI is going to kill humans. Remember that one robot, Sophia? She wants to kill humans? Yeah. A giant heat dome over Alaska is set to threaten all-time temperature records. Wow, this is old. I've already used this article. Let's get out of there. I don't know how I even got that up. There's an environmental disaster unfolding in the Gulf of Mexico. Man, this is an old article too. How did I get all these old? I meant to fire the video guy. He's sucking tonight. All right, there's a big earthquake in Greece. Panic after a 5.3 magnitude tremor strikes near Athens. 5.3 quake was felt 14 miles north of Athens shortly after 2 p.m. At least one building has collapsed. Around 15 people are thought to be stuck in a lift. I don't think I'd be wanting to be underneath all them bicycles in an earthquake. That would hurt. So a little bit of damage there. Actually, a lot of cosmetic damage. Oh, wow. So the earth is definitely quaking and shaking. Yeah, I'd pour a big bucket of water on Sophia. Maybe they're not waterproof. All right, we already went over that article. The welcome to the global climate change and microwaves. Oh, I want to get into that later. Lack of monsoon storms may affect air quality. What about all the dust coming over from the Sahara? Is this coming out of Tucson, Arizona? The cicadas are blaring. Yeah, I just heard some last night out here. They're out. The wind is blowing, but no rain drenching monsoon storms in most of their region, except for the parts that they're spraying. Where they're cloud seeding, they're getting the rain. Let's go ahead and take a look at the worldview map. All right, so here we are looking at the worldview map, looking at the cloud layers. And guess what? We got tons of ships back out here. It's like they've eased up a little on the chemtrails, but they're blasting out all the ship tracks. All the bunker fuel is in overdrive out here. So you got a small operation down here in the tip of the Bajas, and you got a bigger operation right here off the coast. You know, here's the border of Mexico and California, so just a little bit south of that, and you got a mass spraying operation right out here in the center. We're looking at all these weird little squiggly lines that start from a point. All the yellow lines. Look, they're even over here. They're out here by Russia too, and Japan, underneath the Aleutian Islands. Actually, there's a lot of ships out here. Wow. Can't really see them as good till you hit that cloud layer. Yeah, New York's, I don't know, this map, yeah, see, it's a little behind. Like, you guys have already all been sprayed, because here's where all the aerosols are right now. And I did have this all loaded, so I don't know why it's not loading up real clear right now. Stream is sucking. Is the mic modulating again? Yeah, I've been trying to mess with the sound. I don't know what the heck is going on. I turned everything way down. Yeah, they're just targeting us, making things a little hard on us here. Mass spraying operation all up around the north. Tons of fires up in Canada. I mean, they're just going everywhere. Alaska. Yeah, the spraying is real light. Like they're not doing any bombarding yet, but they will. When you look at they're all down here. You just can. They're not very thick. They're not laying no big liners till you get over here in like Wyoming's getting sprayed pretty heavy. Parts, look, they're just starting a spraying operation up here in Nebraska. So the next storm system, they're heavy spraying there in Indianapolis, Indiana, Ohio. We got heavy spraying up in the Northeast. See what's going on down here in the Gulf. Like when we go into the little spraying there in Georgia. Like right now we're in that little break I was talking about. We're going to have a little bit of a break. We got a little bit of storms coming in here. Wow, this ain't even working. Why is this not working? Yeah, they marinated us and now they're burning us. Wow, why ain't this working? They must be updating it or something. What's going on here? Everything's highlighted. Like, can I move it now? Wow, it's like, let me try to reload that. That sucks because I had it all loaded. Wow, what'd they do to it? They took it, they hit it. They updating the tropical tidbits. Wow, they did. Wow, I can't even show you guys. Hey, thanks out there, Bamboo. I can't show you the forecast models right now because I guess they're updating it. Maybe they're adding something in there or taking away something. Well, I was going to show you where the spraying operations were going to start. And they're going to start here in the next day. Like they're going to be spraying heavy tomorrow. They're probably spraying right now. It's just not showing up on here. But it will show up on the Go 16, Go 17. Yeah, Ohio's getting waxed. Yeah, we can definitely see it. Hey, thanks there, Earth. Like, this is just nasty synthetic skies. We can click the layer, see if we can get it when it started. Wow, that was a big fat liner if that'll load. They can mess the sky up like really fast. Yeah, it's so weird, man. The internet works perfectly fine till I hit that live button. And then all of a sudden, the wheel of death comes in. I mean, the internet was just kicking butt. Like when I was getting ready, everything was loading fast. And now, man, it's just horrible. And usually it kind of jumps around. Oh yeah, we're right at 10:30. See, right at 9 o'clock, right at 10:30, right at 10 o'clock. They always buffer us for just a minute or two. All right, so now we can see these big old heavy liners right here. I mean, them are nasty. So they dropped some pretty nasty stuff on Indiana. See how these things so there's like two real big fat liners, but then it turned into all this. So Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, all waxed. It's heading towards Philadelphia, up into the North Bay, and you got a mega spraying operation, you know, already up past everybody. Look at this guy right here, man. He did a U-turn and went back. So you got tons of spraying going on out here in the Atlantic. X is in the middle of nowhere. They're going to send that all over to Europe. You got mass weather manipulation going on down in Argentina big time. Wow, what do we got going on here? Hopefully that's just, is that a dust storm, or we got some crazy looking colors going on if that'll load. That's so crazy, man. I had all this loaded. Yeah, we got some big time fires going on down here. Hey, thanks, sir, Debbie. Much love out there. See the dust mixing in there. Off the Sahara's coming at us again. Trying to get the map to load so we can see this water bomb. That's what they dubbed it, the water bomb. Fire still going up in Russia. Spraying operations up in Russia. Let me try the earth null. We'll see if it's working. Let's see if the does the Canadian model work. All right, we have the Canadian model. So we're gonna go up 6 hours, 30 hours. So right here, here's where the spraying operations will be on Sunday. So they're going to start spraying right across Nebraska, Missouri, Iowa, South Dakota, and they're just going to keep spraying out ahead of the storm. So as this storm goes, they'll spray all the way around this damn thing. There'll be cloud seeding this whole operation. So this is our couple days break from the chemtrails, and then they're going to start right back up. So it's actually looks like a pretty not too bad here for the next week, other than the heat and the temperature swings. Let's go ahead and check the temperature, see what's going on with that. We're looking at, these are the Canadian models. The GFS models they're updating the weather plan. So there's some pretty good hundreds. Oh, this is 30. We got to get up to now. Okay, here we are right now. Some more 101s there at the border of Colorado and Kansas. Everybody else in the 90s, hundreds throughout the day. Big swath of hundreds. And still in the hundreds for Saturday. And then looks like we're going to get a little cool down. So I'm just kind of going through this. So it's going to drop some temperatures down pretty good. We're looking at the 70s here by Monday. So we're going to get a little break. Wow, we're going to get a nice little break for like a day. 2 days. Tuesdays looking cool. Look at this. 59, 61 in Kansas City, 58 up in Iowa. Now that's going to feel cold after this kind of heat. So yeah, it looks like we're going to go into a cooling trend for a little bit. All right, so if we make it through this heat, then it's going to cool down a little bit. Then they're going to scorch the southwest. Now they're going to be hitting like 109 over there, real-time temperature. That's not the feels like, that's the temperature. So it looks like they're changing the weather plan to a cooling trend for quite a while. Weird, pretty good heat way up in South Dakota. That's pretty crazy. Look, you have a spot in South Dakota and North Dakota, 90, 91, while everybody else is in the 80s, even, down at the coast. So they're probably going to park that air. We'll have to look at the wind, see what they're doing with the jet stream. They got to be, the ships that are out there must be doing some weather pattern changes. Oh man, there's so many reasons why they manipulate the weather. It's about everything. It's about big pharma. It's about eugenics program. It's about everything. About the gas companies, the energy companies. Like it's so multifaceted that you can't even probably figure it all out. It's about resources. It's about ruining the food supply so they can make everybody have to use the GMO seeds, the GMO crops, the drought-resistant food, the 3D printed food, the Petri dish food. I mean, it's all about the Georgia Guidestones. All right, let's go ahead and check the jet stream here. Look, we still don't have a jet stream over the United States. It's just right over Canada. It's just going straight. There's no troughs, no dips. That's unbelievable, man. They've kept that thing there for months. It's not dipping down like it should be. Let's take it forward, see if we can see what's going to dip it down. So it's trying to create a ridge. It's probably not going to go far enough forward. So there's one little trough coming around the 24th. That's going to help cool us off. We're going to finally get a little cool air in here. So that's going to help. We'll take it because it's roasting out there right now. Now we'll just have to pay attention of the ship tracks down here. We know we got an operation down here, 2 operations in the Bajas. You got them up here under the Aleutian Island chain, and then right out here northwest of Hawaii there's a bunch of ships, and most likely there's some over there in the Kamchatka Peninsula there. Yeah, it's crazy. I've never seen the jet stream stay so straight. In the 6-7 years I've been documenting this stuff, that's like just nuts. Let's check the sea surface temperatures, because it's actually been cooling down. Usually this hot water over here is a lot bigger, and look, it's really hot here in the Gulf of Mexico, down around Mexico, and then we got a kind of a heat anomaly over here, but this is the actual temperatures. Let's check the anomalies. The anomaly's just growing. So they're definitely still have the heat dome over Alaska and out here in the Pacific. Starting to get a little hot spot. Wonder if we have a volcanic thing going on down here by the equator. Could be. It's even showing the hot spot over here in the anomalies. So a lot of strange heat anomalies. Look, the hottest part on the planet is up here in Alaska and out here off the coast. What is brewing out here under the ocean? Gotta figure it's gotta be signs of the times. We're looking at the carbon monoxide, the surface concentrations Look at, I mean, look at all these fires up in the north, you know, up in the Arctic pretty much. Just crazy fires, man. They're cooling the planet with the volcanoes and the fires. Look, we got some kind of fire. You know, I can't tell if that's in Colorado. Like, here's a volcano right here. And, I mean, we just got nasty air. They're off the East Coast. Here we are looking at the carbon dioxide. Not bad, really, compared to what I've seen. Let's go ahead and check the particulates. We got a huge wave of this Sahara dust coming again. This is the stuff I think gave me the lung infection on top of the chemtrails. But we got a big pile of this crap coming again. This only goes out a couple days, so it's like they're trying to wash away all the dust and bring it over here to us, all the sand and particulates. Here's the sulfate extinction. Ooh, man, China's looking bad. So it looks like our, hey, I got yawn, man, I'm tired. So the PM 2.5s are actually looking much better for us. So hopefully we'll clear out a little bit. How about the PM 10s? Pretty high. A lot of PM 10s out there. That's some bad particulates. The PM 1s are the worst. There's that weird spot down there in Mexico, Texas, right there at the border. But it looks like overall we're a little bit better. There's one thing I forgot. I wanted to look at the yeah, you know, you always hear me talking about the bunker fuel and the ship tracks. All these straight lines that we're looking at, that's from the cargo ships. These are the shipping lanes. That's how we know these weather modification boats, they're not in the shipping lanes. They're out here doing random patterns. But that's how bad the emissions are, that they're picking it up on these sensors. These are the climate, you know, this is the climate control right here. This is the climate change right here. It's all this crap. Wow, finally loaded. So here is our tropical storm. If you watched the earlier show, man, they cloud seeded this so heavy all the way from India, all the way across everywhere, through Thailand, all the way up, and steered this system right into where they were spraying. You got the weird clouds down here in Tasmania. Same place that the Miles Research Company put out the fires with the electromagnetic weather moderation. Wow, I can't get it to load. I guess it ain't gonna load for us. Okay, let's look at one more thing. I really wanted to get into some articles here. Here, I'm gonna post, if you haven't read this stuff here, over at Jim Lee's site, man, he's got tons of information. But he talks about the accidental geoengineering, kind of like we did the other day, between the ship tracks and the chemtrails. You can find out what the bunker fuel is, the dirty clouds, sulfuric acid from aviation and ship tracks may be higher today than geoengineering SRM would require. You can tell I'm getting tired when I can't talk. Here's some more maps of the shipping lanes for the bunker fuel. And then lightning follows the path of this because of all the particulates. Whoa, look at that freaky storm up there. What is that thing? That's like the blob. You guys remember that storm, the blob that was out there in the Pacific a couple years ago? Yeah, even my tongue's tired. I'm always wore down by Friday, man. I just, man. You You know, looking at this stuff takes a lot out of you. It does. Yeah, you can definitely see them. There's still cloud seeding down here too. Let's go ahead and put that on the cirrus layer. Man, that's just a weird looking storm up there. They're not getting very good at hiding all the stuff that they're doing. This has to be one of the weirdest looking maps I've seen in years. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen the map with only 2 storms on it. Got tons of aerosols. Ooh, look at that bunker fuel. Holy crap. All this over here that's getting ready to pop up is all bunker fuel. Look at this bunker fuel coming in. Look at all that. That is bad. Let me pause that. That is all bunker fuel right there. Down here too. So you got bunker fuel coming in from the south, from the Bajas, right over Northern California. Tons of bunker fuel. Then you got the aerosols mixed in there too. Strange looking map. Look at that big chemtrail right there. They're spraying all around these 2 little systems. Here's all the aerosols being deployed. Aerosols being deployed. Little spraying operation down there in the Leeward Islands. Spraying going on in South Carolina. Right off the coast. Look, all the storms are running backwards still down here. So since they have the jet stream bypassing the United States, the storms are going backwards. This looks just like Barry. It's going backwards. Instead of emanating from the tropics going up, it's emanating over Tennessee and going backwards. We're going to zoom in on that a little bit just to see some of the aerosols being deployed in this reverse system. I know, you always got to rub in the air quality in Israel. We know they got good air. We just seen it earlier. Perfectly clear. Yeah, look at the spraying operation going on in Texas. You know, you can't find all this just on the worldview map. You got to dig into all these other maps. Louisiana's getting pounded. Arkansas, waxed. Mississippi, waxed. Alabama, blasted. Florida, you're getting hit. Georgia, all fake clouds. Man-made. But the storm is firing up the wrong way. Look at it, it's going the wrong way again. Anyway, guys, so bear with this heat for a few more days. It'll be out of here soon, and we'll be in a cooling trend. So if we just got to make a couple more days through this heat, then we'll be all right. But thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks everybody out there that helps us out in the super chat, the PayPal, send us stuff, all the goodies and stuff. Much love out there. But I am spent, man. I'm going to get off here for I can't even talk at all. Anyway, guys, much love. We'll see you tomorrow night, God willing. And I got a couple other little vids I'm going to work on. Make sure you check out Richie's last video. It takes a lot of balls to put people on blast like that. In fact, I'm making my own version of it. So, anyway, props to him. Anyway, guys, much love out there. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Here we go. Let's rock out. Let's rise. Here we go. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know if it will.